This is Matthew Carter from Trader University, and today I want to talk about the Ripple XRP lawsuit. I'm entitling this Ripple Gets Coal in Their Stocking, and I think it's really a really good Christmas present for those of us who hate the bad actors in the crypto space. Hopefully it's not just coal in their stocking, but something a little bit worse. I've been talking about XRP in a few videos this year. I try not to harp on it too much and bore people, but this is one of these slow pump and dump scams that's really a scam that's been happening right out in the open. In my most recent video from October of 2020, which I'll link to below, I talk about how Ripple Labs, which is the parent corporation of XRP. XRP is a cryptocurrency. Ripple Labs continues to be the target of multiple lawsuits, including an investigation by the SEC. The future price of XRP is dependent on how Ripple Labs fares in these lawsuits. We can see this morning that Bitcoin is up 4%, Ethereum's up a little more than 1%, XRP is down 6%. So this really demonstrates the link between the parent corporation, what happens to Ripple Labs, and what happens to XRP. I mentioned that I believe that XRP is definitely a scam, a slow motion pump and dump. I hope that the SEC and other regulators are ultimately able to send many Ripple Labs executives and founders to jail. Well, the investigation is starting. The Ripple CEO had to make a public disclosure saying that the SEC is about to sue them. The actual lawsuit, I don't think, has been filed yet, but it should be filed in the next couple of days. I wanted to talk about a couple points about Ripple Labs versus XRP, just so everyone's on the same page. Although Ripple Labs did not create XRP, this is one of the talking points of the XRP army. Both share some of the same founders, like Jed McCaleb, who's no longer at the company and continues to dump his bags on new retail investor bag holders. So Ripple Labs did not create XRP, but Ripple Labs, which is a corporation based in San Francisco, it magically ended up with 80% of the XRP supply. Isn't that a good coincidence? But there's no relationship, of course. These are sophisticated scammers who know how to put some distance between their various legal entities. Fortunately, the SEC is finally catching up and ready to play ball with them. As I pointed out in other videos, which you can go back and look at, I go into some detail on this, but Ripple's main business is just dumping XRP. This is the source of most of their cash flow, their free cash flow. They sell XRP, which is the cryptocurrency, to naive retail investors. And then they use this cash to buy celebrities, to buy ads on TV, and also to bribe financial services companies to try out its software. No one really cares about its software that much. And so the bulk of Ripple's revenues, earnings, and cash flow comes from just selling this cryptocurrency, which they say is not a security. It looks like the SEC does believe it's a security. If you have a corporation, it issues something and sells it. That looks and smells an awful lot like a security, especially if it's an ongoing process. Also wanted to point out that XRP is very different from Bitcoin or Ethereum. It doesn't use the proof of work algorithm or a proof of stake. Instead, the ledger, which is the list of all the transactions, runs using these validators. This is what they're called instead of being called miners. Ripple Labs only controls a small percentage of these validators, but Ripple Labs still controls XRP code development, and they also exert a huge economic force just by holding so much XRP supply, which they're slowly dumping into the market. Again, we can point out that XRP is down on the day when all the other cryptos are up. Because of this news, people who say there's no relationship between XRP and Ripple Labs, there would seem to be that the market thinks there's a relationship between these entities. In my previous videos, the XRP army has constantly been talking about how XRP is actually decentralized. And yet, it was 100% pre-mined. It was all created at the beginning, and it was issued by a corporation. And we can do a thought experiment here. If so the SEC is suing Ripple Labs over XRP. If you wanted to sue Bitcoin, whom would you sue? Would you sue Satoshi Nakamoto, who created it in 2008, 2009, disappeared forever? No one knows who he is. He no longer exerts any control. on the project. He's not like Vitalik Buterin of Ethereum. Satoshi has disappeared from the scene, even though his coins are still around, but they've never been sold. If you wanted to sue Bitcoin, would you sue the founder? Well, you can't sue him because no one knows who he is. Would you sue some guy who's just running the Bitcoin software on his home computer? This is open source software, and a lot of people don't realize open source software is actually protected by free speech. I might make a video about this, but there are some court rulings that say that open source software is protected. It's a form of free speech in the US. So you're going to sue some guy for running the Bitcoin software on his home computer. Maybe, maybe not. But even if we think about other countries that might not have the same protections accorded to free speech, how about you sue, if you wanted to sue Bitcoin, would you sue some guy who's running the software, running a full node somewhere in Europe, Asia, Africa, South America? The US doesn't really have jurisdiction to do this. Also, these nodes, there are 10, 11,000 of them spread all around the globe, completely decentralized. If you stomped a few of them out, new ones would spring up. Would you sue some miner in China? Would you sue a miner in Europe or in Africa or in South America? Would you sue a guy who has a Twitter account, a Bitcoiner? Or would you sue a guy who has a YouTube account where he always talks about Bitcoin? You could, but these aren't really security violations, just talking about investments that you like. So here's some questions you can ask yourself to try to determine whether your coin, your cryptocurrency, is decentralized or not. Does your coin have a CEO? Or is your coin CEO adjacent? Was it issued and the supply controlled by a corporation that has a CEO? Can your coin or some corporation or foundation or something associated with it, can it be sued by the SEC? It looks like Ripple can. Can the government come in and shut down your coin? Clearly the government can shut down XRP if they want to. There are not that many validators anyway. Does the price of your coin go down? This is what we just talked about. Does the price of your coin go down when your coin's parent institution gets sued? Well, it looks like there is some connection here between XRP and Ripple Labs. If you answer any of these questions in the affirmative, your coin may not be as decentralized as you think. If you're finding this video helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you're a member of the XRP Army, make sure you hit that dislike button so we know how many of you are watching this and helping to pay me money through ad proceeds. XRP Army, as you'll see in the comments below, as they develop, really is a who's who of the dumbest people in the cryptocurrency space. I feel sorry for these people. A lot of them have lost a lot of money. They're constantly posting comments in my videos saying that I'm bitter about XRP because I used to work there and I was fired, or I bought the coin at $3 and lost money. Just for the record, I don't know these guys at Ripple Labs. I've never worked there. I've never owned XRP, and I've never lost any money trading XRP. So there's no sour grapes or anything here. I just think this is a very dangerous project. The SEC obviously thinks so too. And I've tried to steer people who have open minds away from it so they don't end up losing money too. But let's look at the quality of the comments of the XRP Army below, and that might give us an indication. Nic Carter had a great quote about this, that one of the mistakes that Ripple Labs made was that they held on to a lot of their XRP, and then they slowly dribbled it out, sold it out over the years. They also had a section on their website, advice on how to buy XRP. They characterized the XRP distribution as ongoing. These are markers of a security being issued. Now, I'm not a huge fan of the SEC, but the really interesting thing here is that they're going after legitimate scammers, and it will be very interesting if they ever try to do anything with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum, possibly you could sue the foundation, you could sue Vitalik or something. Bitcoin, there's really no one to sue. If you look at the Ripple or xrpl.org website, there's a funny quote here. Why does Ripple use XRP holdings? Ripple's XRP holdings, which of course they pre-mined and magically ended up on their balance sheet, they incentivize the company to make the XRP ledger as useful as possible. If you go back to my previous videos on XRP, I have some links here where I show how the insiders continue to dump XRP. Obviously, Ripple Labs continues to sell it as their main source of revenue. So this is really just unbelievable. So I wanted to finish there. I don't want to end on a negative note. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas if you celebrate that, or Happy Holidays. I thought these holiday cards were pretty funny. This is cards to a Bitcoiner, or maybe just someone in tech, from parents or from some older relative who has no idea what you really do for a living. I'm sure many of you have encountered this from older relatives or even parents at various points in your life. Well done, doing well at whatever it is that you're doing. We still don't understand your work at all, but we're very proud. This last one really applies to Bitcoiners. Congratulations, but please don't try to explain it again. So I wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Happy Holidays, and I hope you have a blessed time with family and friends. I'm going to be taking a break from this channel for a couple days, and I hope to see all you guys on Monday. I believe it's December 28th. So have a wonderful celebration, and I'll see you all soon.